as your demand, as your you know request, as your eagerness to be connected with this very program. I'm so much enthusiastic and I'm so much inspired to conduct such very program to inform the intuitiveness, the important cosmic energy that I am feeling over here right now. And this is the main, you know, region, right? That I am eager to be with you all people. Representing Nepal, representing any country around the world are welcome over here. And definitely the ideas that I am dispatching right now can play the pivotal role to enhance, to transfer the structure of the society in the way that the people around you have expected. Actually, it is not a sole purpose of my presence to transfer the society in the key that society want to be promoted in the path of materialistic way, but the strategies, right? The vision, the connections of that very tapestry, the thread that I am joining, the dots that I am joining has its dimension in different sort of aspect. That means it has multidimensional in its nature. So this is your regular host. This is your motivational speaker. This is your mediator to join that very connection of your heart to the connection to the entire universe in terms of understanding the nature of the cosmology, nature of the universal truth that you are always in such a position to understand, but still you are in the deepest void of not understanding and are always remaining in the dilemma that what are actually the right path to sort out the sort of queries, curiosities, interest that you have shown in the field of your heart. That very ideas are in the very position of nourishing by the ideas of yourselves, but still you are not in that very crystal clear position to grasp the way, the vision that need to be taken into execution. And that very dilemma, that very confusion, that very problematic situation is definitely gonna be solved from the speech, from the insights, and definitely the experiences that I am personally going through. So beautiful friends over here, you are welcome in this very show. This show is solely, rely on the full participation of my friends, of your support, of your love, of your belief system, and your determination to enhance the level of this very live streaming, and by your patience to drag it towards the path of eternity. So, all in all, you might have been comprehending, complementing, and you have contemplating, and also you have that very source of expressing the idea, and actually the emotion that you project, that you reflect, are not there to be reflected back, or let's say refracted towards what you actually want to know more about, right? And because of that, you are falling the verge of problem, fragile condition, and you are in this very situation of devastation, and you are not getting the best mentor to be guided towards the path of eternal emancipation, peace of mind, and also the gravity that you can feel from within, right? So this is the soul specially dedicated to the power of cosmology, power of eternity, power of peace, power of progress, power of spirituality that you have been always hungry for, that you are in searching on that level of understanding from your heart. So, my beautiful people, definitely, this is my, sole attempt, this my effort, or I take to make you understand from my side. I have taken it my responsibility, and I have been soldering the talks of taking your queries as my best foundation to groom the knowledge that I have been personally searching for while researching the informations that are compiled by the legends on that related field, and showing the expertise that I have been accumulating to you all. So today I am always, I'm always in a very, you know, natural state of mind. Natural in a sense that my ideas, my views, my opinion regarding any sort of, objects, any sort of stuff that are prevailing in this very physical world are not, exaggerated. Well, I describe it. Actually, exaggerating, fabricating, and adding the extra color to the natural thing is just, either clumsy state of beautifying that very object. It's just a commodification, it's just a objectification which makes natural object very ugly, and it really kills the real nature of that very character so far. So at first, I have also that very misconception is that we people can always be happy, always be content, always be saturated just by sugarcoating the natural things by the superficial, you know, artificial nature of that very object. But as long as I am concerned and I am pondering and I just focus and take that very level of understanding and attention to guess, to observe, to see the things that uh, are in nature, and slowly what happened, the understanding the nature, understanding the you know that very natural thing have helped and attracted me to see the things in its one way, right? I think it is not necessary to add anything, and in the hope of beautifying, in the hope of glorifying the beauty that nature has already created, right? So well, we talk about the nature of human beings, then you know what, we are beautiful in our natural state. Actually, when we try ourselves to add something, foreign ingredient to the nature of ourselves, then definitely it ruins the beauty of ours. It destroys the glory that we actually possess. So beautiful people, it is very easier and comfortable to be ourselves than not actually we are. So well, talking, it might it sounds a bit ideal, but I'm a human being. I might remain, I might be well defining the nature that I am possessing right now, but the simplest form of accepting ourselves and being truth to ourselves is the best version of ourselves, and it does not need any sort of effort to understand the nature that we are surrounded with, the nature that has created beautiful flowers like red rose, and the sky, the sun, the school bridge, and the chirping of the birds, and the beautiful sound of the any sort of music. These are right, these sort of beautiful natural existence of being this very ingredient in the our surrounding have been silently teaching us a lot to understand, to be ourselves and be as much as you are. When we just give our effort in unnecessary thing, and we are not very so much blessed and so much conscious being ourselves, and we are borrowing the unnatural characteristics, features from the artificial store, then definitely, my friend, we are not heading towards the avenue, towards the destination that lead to the accomplishment, but it leads to the devastation, and it leads to the destruction, it leads to the dismentality where actually there is no goal, and there is limitedness within us. So beautiful people out there, the things which are actually have natural beauty has its longevity in itself. The nature of being human being lovable, the nature of being amiable, the nature of supporting other creature around the world, and the nature of the people to be young, very much youthful, very much energetic, determined, a jolly fish, and also radiantly, uh, be there are the beautiful as the human beings. But when people actually they do not care the nature of their gifts, that is so much natural, and we deviated from that part of our nature, and definitely, my friends, we are heading towards the nature that are against our oneself. So all in all, the universal truths that are actually provided by the universe is there to support us. But when we go against with the nature that we actually do not possess, it might it surely, not might, it's surely gonna be costly for us to be handled with. So it will be, it will be our lessons to be learned from within, and that there is nothing eternal beside nature. So nature has its space, nature has its system of rotating in the orbit, like earth, and the system of rising the sun, system of rising the moon, twinkling of the stars, chirping of the birds, a growing process of the plants, flora, and at the same time life span that we human beings are getting, and the enlightenment that we are getting from the universe, the cosmology, Milky Way galaxies, and astrological studies. There are a lot of things that we can learn very short, in a very short way, and that very shortness can be absorbed by the process of meditations. Most of all, we are just busy in showing our knowledge, showing our eagerness to understand other sources, other people, but actually we are not pondering into ourselves. We are just busy disturbing the beautiful nature, being so much noisy, becoming so much rude, and becoming so much over smart and overconfident ourselves. But I don't suppose being so much noisy, being so much overconfident, and being so much, artificial, people can observe the real nature of the nature so far. So beautiful people. I am here to talk about a lot of universal phenomenon, universally short of norms, or let's say values, disciplines that we have been ignoring from the very beginning of our life so far. So it is better to return to the nature than entering towards the concrete jungle of this very modernization, where the people, I consider they are the corpse, actually the sentiments, the emotions, the beautiful vibes of being human beings are in the process of diminishing, my friends. So because of that very region, the society where we are living has been turned into the into the graveyard where people we can see walking, where people we can see talking, where people we can see cheering. But actually when we go to the in that level, actually there is no heart to heart connection, there is no communication that are really establishing, and they are not actually helping the people for any for the increasement of their betterment. They are there just for the namesake. They are not actually understanding the human values. And because of that, the society, the locality where we are groomed, where we are nourished, has not proven the society that we actually want to be groomed with, and that are not actually eternal, that are not actually eternal, and it has the momentary in its nature, and the a byproduct from this society are so much filthy, so much fragile, so much corrupted, and so much weak, fundamentally weak sort of foundations are made so far, beautiful people. So well, if while going through the structures that we profoundly want to build, then at that time we must develop the habit of developing ourselves naturally, not just challenging the nature, but we need to support the nature. Actually we human beings by nature is there to support the nature, just leading the nature as in its real form. But we human beings are so much fabricated, so much encapsulated with the a derogatory sort of nature, nature that actually not going to support the society to be as its natural state. So every moment we have to develop the mindset of being ourselves, being so much in the purest form. That means purest form means what? We human beings are here to live in the very friendly friendly way. We are here to support each other, and the feeling of anger, the feeling of jealousy, the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of depression, the feeling of unnecessary state of mind are the byproduct of being other people and not being ourselves. And because of that, it has its negative impact not only in this very life time, but also the life after our physical state will also gonna leave a huge void for the coming generation. So what I want to tell you is that while fulfilling the selfish nature of ourselves, we are just forgetting our responsibility. We are not taking our life as seriously as our ancestors had taken so far. So because of that very reason, there we can see lot of adverse effect, not in just in the destruction of a human civilization, but also it has given so much agony, so much pain, so much adverse effects and detrimental situation to the innocent animals, which actually they want naturally be habitated so far. So beautiful people, because of that region, I am always in such a condition, such very position to give the masses of totality in the matter of holistic approach to make society beautiful place to live in, just accepting the nature without any sort of destruction so far. So today you might sense me that smell you might smell that I sounds a bit environmentalist, or let's say a very spiritual guru or something like that one. You are right, my beautiful friends over here. We personally must take the responsibility of conserving our surrounding by ourselves, because there will not gonna be any command that will be ordered by other people, because we are here to lead the society, because we are here to take the responsibility without any sort of mm, interruption, without any sort of unnecessary and biased nature from other people so far, because people by nature they want other people to be followed, and there take place the nature of dictatorship, which people always avoid, which people always ignore that very position. So in this very position, what I have to say, what I have to give the enlightenment that I have been experiencing, that I have been going through, is that we are here to led by ourselves, to be guided by ourselves, to take the order, to take the command by ourselves. When we are, in that very sense of level that we are guided, and there are the guidances, and there are the suggestions that must be followed, then at that time we become so much, so much personalized, and we are in sound mind to take that very suggestion in proper way, and we just go against the path of destruction so far. So I am always, my beautiful friends, I am always sure with the beautiful sort of mindset, which mindset will gonna help you not in the one aspect of your life that you are living, but that will gonna help you in all round development of your personality, of your society, of your live so far. I have chosen this very subject matter for today, because I have learned people are becoming so much stone hearted, people are becoming so much unnatural, people actually do not want to take their share to make the society, to make the world beautiful place to live in. What they are always focused in the materialistic way, the possession that are tangible in their life, and because of that, the state of love, the state of compassion, the state of friendship, the state of emotion that gonna help people to get the enlightenment that will gonna keep them not in the category of the human beings, but they can keep in the category of the god has been despised so far. So as a messenger, as a a person that I take spirituality is the only key, only door to reach towards the path of success in terms of achieving ourselves. Just what we can ourselves feel is that we are just going apart, we are just being so much coward, we are becoming so much destructive minded, corrupted minded people. It is not because we are following other people, but it is because we are ignoring the nature of the mindset, the nature of living ourselves, and it is the nature of not understanding the nature so far. So beautiful people, uh, cosmology, or let's say the cosmic world, or let's say the higher self can be experience that can be gained, that can be analyzed, that can be achieved only through the mindset of not following the majestic way, in very blind way. Actually, it is not wrong to choose the life to be led in lavish way, but it is wrong to stick on that very situation. And when we start to spend let's say waste our time in the life that is so much momentary, and that very momentiness will definitely gonna lead to you know mm, you know our existence to be assessed, then definitely, my friends, there our decision will fall into the trap of void, trap of failure, and trap of negativity so far. So it is not always necessary to attach ourselves with the situation, with the object, with the person that will gonna lead you nowhere. So if you want to experience the pleasure of the heaven, then definitely you need to go through with the heart penance of that very meditation, where you lose within yourselves, when you become ready to destroy yourself majestically, and dissolve into the pristine water of spirituality. Because while describing, while understanding the nature of spirituality, what we have duality, what we have been deceived is that we need to leave everything apart, and we need to stay aloof from the facilities, aloof from the opportunities, aloof from the beautiful aspect of life. Actually not, right? While understanding yourself, we can experience all sort of opportunities, all sort of beautiful aspect of life, as we are here to celebrate the life in the way that is handed over by the nature, and understand the pivotal appearance, pivotal nature of the life in the positive way, and take that very risk of risk taking of understanding the life, and not be so much the skeptic, no much, and we should not be so much stupid and foolish and over smart to ignore the beautiful, byproduct that is specially given by the nature so far. So all in all, the preaching, the insights, the things that I am giving right now has been centralized, that has been you know century centered in the center, where there is the flourishment of our nature naturally. All in all, whether you talk about the dharma guru from different field of different religion, let's say the beautiful shawl, they have taught that, they have put nature in the middle of their philosophy, of their understanding, of their contemplation of their findings. So it is the reason why natural things have their longevity in themselves, and they are eternal, they are beautiful, they have add the glory to the life of person. So beautiful friends, this is my suggestion, and this is my beautiful humble request is that as long as you do not understand the function that is actually that is naturally conducting inside your body, then I think it is definitely useless to plunge into the universe that is vast, that is limitless, that is unknown, that is full of rich. That means, while talking about this very treatment, this very analysis, or let's say this very a shade of suggestion, I don't mean that you should not take a risk in your life. I mean to tell you is that until and unless you are not there to understand yourselves, then the universe that surrounds us cannot be assimilated with the viewpoint that we are always there to understand it by the way we want. So this is my understanding towards the nature that I am always engulfed with. But sometimes due to the small ignorance, or let's say lack of understanding lead the nature of people towards the huge sort of illusion, where from the wave of that very illusion people cannot cheer, and people remain becoming so much orthodoxically minded people, and there will not be anyone to tear that waves and drag into the world of comprehension. So if we are here to understand the universal truth around about the life, then definitely my friends, we must uh, collect the gods to take the uncertainties, risks, and impossibilities that we have always in our heart. As long as we are not in that very position to get entangled with the with the risks that are laying in front of us, till then it is useless to be a mediocre sort of mentality people. Just we are here to enjoy the life in the way which we are not there to enjoy our life. There are always photocopying taking place. There will not producing any sort of ideas which can definitely gonna help for the human so this is the you know insights. This is the vision that I have been envisioning within myself. At first I was also departing from within myself. I am detaching. I am not actually understanding the self of mine. I just follow the people, where they walk, what they eat, what they think. And when we copy others, then how can we expect that we can create a better version of ourselves? It is only possible when we go against the structured plans, socially structured norms of the society. If we are just afraid and we are just not taking the decision that we must take in time, and then the society where we are living will definitely gonna swept away the existence that we are in. So my beautiful friends, this is the vision that I am always contemplating within myself. And I have always that much that energy to energize myself. Actually it is not necessary to be so much inspired, and it is not so much compulsion to follow other people. If you are the follower of yourselves, and definitely it's gonna be helpful. It's gonna be so much everlasting knowledge of wisdom to create the society beautiful place to live in. There are a lot of there are a lot of books, there are a lot of researches, there are a lot of bulky sort of I know reading materials to change ourselves. But that at that point, what we are lagging, what we are not being able to transform, is just the you know deadness that is within us. Actually, by age, by biological age, we might be 25, we might be 22, we might be 27, but in a spiritual agonist, our age is 100 years old. And because of that very old age, we are not being able to utilize our agonist um, uh, to internalize and to aware ourselves, and that cannot lead to the consciousness so far. So this is my understanding towards the life that I have been going through. I have always curious mind why people are not progressing, and why people are not taking this very life in in a very positive way. There has been the news that are spreading the unnatural death, like suicide, the poisoning and fire. That means there are a lot of incidents which are just against the human society. It is just due to the lack of self-awareness. Actually, people roam here and there. People go round and round, and useless the roller coaster sort of situation in their life. And they are just forgetting themselves. They are not putting themselves in the center of their life, but they put the unnecessary sort of understanding, unnecessary sort of strategies principles in your life, and because of that very religion, people are not been able to be spiritually powerful and conscious. In the morning walk, what I have felt is that nowadays people, in the name of religion, they are, taking privileges, they are corrupted, they are, in position of looting a lot of people's emotion and physical assets or possession also. In this very situation, people must understand is that we will definitely gonna be, definitely gonna be cheated when we are not aware of the insights that we must possess. So we are here to create the society, the ripple effect that actually we want to create it in our life. So I am always in this very position to make you people all equally aware, all consciously, powerful, and be that person actually who should not bear any sort of loss just believing other people blindly, and there will not be any sort of the group in the society where they are discriminated, where they are dominated, just lagging the real awareness in themselves. So beautiful, friends, beautiful people over there. The life that we are leading is so beautiful, so powerful, but still we are not in that very conscious level where we can drag our country towards the consciousness, towards the path of saturation, path of determination that we have thought, and we have desired so far. So this is the morning schedule where I talk about spiritualism, where I talk about the motivation that is especially the focal point for the development of all human beings so far. So it's already 40 minutes past that I have been continuously giving such immensely powerful insights to you, thinking that you are my family members, you are my everything. Because with my bare eyes, I actually do not want people facing lot of problems, just not understanding themselves. They understand, they believe other people, closing their blind eyes, and they are not actually surely absorbing their mentality and emotion. And because of that very reason, people are not actually motivating themselves for the well-being of the society, but they are just into a pathetic condition where they are where they are just there to uh, lead their life, destroying their self, which is very dangerous warning for me to uh, you know mm, uh, that is to grow spiritually. So to grow spiritually means to understand yourselves. When you are spiritually grown up, then the society where we are culturally bounded with, we are economically bounded with, psychologically bounded with, at the same time politically bounded, will be definitely gonna be meaningful place to live in. Otherwise, if we are not spiritually awake, if we are not focusing ourselves, understanding ourselves, then I don't think, my friend, that we are going to lead very purposeful life in our, duration of our life so far. So it sounds high sounding. It might give you weird irritation in your body, but this is the reality that we need to accept. How long we can be, unnatural, artificial, and superficial, and drifting towards the ocean of imagination, right? So all in all, every individual must accept the acceptance in your whole life in time is that nature is everything. Nature has been there to deal with the us dragging ourselves toward the path of, grand success, where we have not seen such a importance part of nature. Just being other people, just being other people means just following other people blindly, just supporting their ideologies without any sort of understanding, and implementing the command, the order that we are not actually used to with, and we are not very much happy to follow it, right? So because of that very nature of our, grooming, our society has always been in that very same level of level of its progress, level of their development. And actually society not just physically represented the how many, it is also a it is also demand, or let's say it is also a part of symbols of being society. But actually that very society can be considered developed and educated, civilized, when the people of that very society will be, enlightened, will be, intellectually profound, and there are a lot of prodigy who have understood their values in terms of the, spiritualism. Because of the lack of understanding oneself, there are not any progress that can be so much noticeable, and that has contributed in the international level. We are in this very, situation of pathetic condition, that actually we are just becoming, lump of muscles, and blood in the vessel of blood, and there might be veins, but actually we are not utilizing our insights that can build, that can restructure, and that can recorrect the course of the society so far. So this is the, deepest sort of tension, or let's say the stress that I am stressed with, though it is not very good to be in that very level of stress. But all people that we are actually here to mend the, structure of the society. Actually we are not just to consume the, the physical sort of, things that are available, that are prepared by our ancestors. And we are not just here to take a burn and then live a life, celebrate life, and just we are here to die. Actually the legacy that the ancestors they have lived should be, continue towards that very level of point where we are ourselves, you know saturated, satisfied. So otherwise, if we are not thinking, if we are not giving our focus to the development of ourselves in the way that nature demands, then definitely, my friends, our birth has its no meaning in itself. The existence that we carry will not has its impact and gravitation actually in the long run of our life, where the generation, the future generation can consider and utter our name with a pride so far. So all in all, you might have a lot of questions, a lot of queries, a lot of informations to be sure, but it will not be possible as long as you connect me through to the comment, or through the sources of communication so far. So while giving such a lecture from this live episode, it's been going to 1 hour completely. It's 55 already, so I will definitely gonna be here up to 1 hour. And this is the schedule, this is the daily routine that I am so happy to be here with. So I actually do not take any sort of my responsibility as a burden. I take this very part of my live streaming is my duty, is my beautiful and sacred talks of informing all the people actually who are there waiting desperately for me, excitingly waiting for me. And through this very live streaming, my focal point always projects the projection of lifting the uplifting the human natures, and uplifting the lifestyle of human beings so far. So it might not be so much easy task to convince other people, and actually it is not my intention to pressurize and to make you convince as well. It is simply the suggestion, it's simply the appeal to understand yourselves, not how people give you tag that you are intelligent, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are not smart, you are rich, you are poor, you belong to the elite. But you must be decisive decision maker in your life actually, in up to which level of what you are in, up to which level of understanding you do have, and you need to see critically, and then only you can actually be and understand the importance of yourselves. Otherwise, if you just listen to the people, if you just follow other people, one day with one people, one day with the other people, then definitely, my friends, that the life will gonna go nowhere, just clinging in the cliffs that are the very much dangerous, and we are drifting like the like the deluxe, or let's say that yacht that actually want to go somewhere, but it still have left and lost its captain in the cruise so far. So if you actually want to devote and donate or contribute something to the society, then I think the decisions that we have to take gonna be so much risky, so much dangerous, so much awkward and absurd. But still, we need to collect that very level of determination, that level of our eagerness, readiness, and strong sort of mindset and got to dismantle the that structure that are jammed with unnecessary dogmas that people have overloaded with. So all in all, beautiful people, this is the preaching session. This is the command meant not just it is personally experience suggestion, but these are the beautiful lifeline lines that gonna modify yours one vision of understanding the society, getting you yourself in the center, and keeping all unnecessary impure sort of mentality outside, letting it go and letting in your important sort of mindset in, and you definitely gonna help society to take its shape, blossom in the way actually the society wants to blossom in itself. As I have always in this very motive that in this very understanding is that our life is like a flower, that is lotus flower that is blooming in the mud without touching the impure sort of impurity, not but is still without forgetting its root. So well understanding, well returning back to ourselves, it is our essence to assimilate our roots without leaving the ground that very mud, and we need to take the flight of that very nature of touching the zenith in the sky, and that jewel will definitely gonna preserve the existence of human beings, all the living things, not in terms of physicality, not in terms of psychology, not in terms of other scientific invention, technology, digitalization, but also in terms of religion, but also in terms of spiritualism, which has full-fledged obsessed in its structure so far. So thank you so much, beautiful people. I will always be here supporting you and making you understand and giving the eye opener sort of lessons to be engulfed or encapsulated with. Thank you so much. Still blessed.